Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us for the Rivalry of the Week pregame report. I'm Amanda Kuhl from Fox 56 Sports. Another basketball season is in the books here at MyTV WQMY, and all of our brackets are busted, so we're going to kick off the spring season with lacrosse. Today, the nationally ranked women's lacrosse team from Lock Haven University continues Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference play when they host Shippensburg. The Bald Eagles are undefeated after 6 games, which includes a successful spring break trip to Colorado, where they beat 18th ranked Regis University. Lock Haven has won 90 games over the last 5 years. They've had 2 straight appearances in the Division II National Championship game. So far this season, both teams have only played one common opponent. Shippensburg lost to Kutztown last week, and the Bald Eagles beat KU 10-9. That's going to do it for the Rivalry of the Week pregame show. Coming up at halftime, I'll have a rundown of MyTV's baseball schedule. Enjoy the game, everyone. See you at halftime.
There have been many changes in the past year for the Lock Haven University women's lacrosse team. New talent, new coach, but same old goals.
I think we have a fire under us because we have a lot to prove. I think that people have a perception about how we're going to do this year already, and we're ready to prove them wrong.
For the first time in years, the Bald Eagles are not the team to beat in the strong PSAC.
I think a lot of people are expecting us to come in and be a building year for us, and we didn't plan on that at all. We never planned on that coming into the fall season and the spring season. So I think a lot of people are kind of maybe going to underestimate us a little.
It's Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference women's lacrosse. Shippensburg and Lock Haven next.
He's got a lot of room. He's going to reach for the end zone. He gets in. One guy to score. Switches hands and see you later.
Fox 56 Sports presents the Rivalry of the Week on MyTV WQMY, presented by Lock Haven University.
Welcome to the beautiful campus of Lock Haven University in central Pennsylvania on a gorgeous afternoon for college women's lacrosse as Shippensburg gets set to take on the 6th-ranked Lock Haven Bald Eagles from Charlotte E. Smith Field. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bob Ide, joined shortly by Aaron Dugan, my partner, former men's player and now women's lacrosse coach, Mark Grillo. And Mark, let's talk about this Lock Haven team. The last 2 seasons, they have ended up in the national championship game for Division II. Each time, though, they lost.
Well, Bob, they've certainly been the bridesmaid. They've lost in heartbreaking fashion to the Delphi Panthers both in 2014 and 2015. And after graduation of the Division II Midfielder of the Year and Goalkeeper of the Year, as well as a coaching staff change, they're going to have to reload if they want to make a 3rd trip back to the NCAA Finals. And after starting 6-0, I think they're well on their way.
Yeah, the goals remain the same here, though, for Lock Haven. Today, though, they'll need a big game from Rutgers transfer, Rachel Engler.
Rachel Engler's leading the team in scoring right now with 26 goals. She's certainly been a surprise. No one expected this out of her. And she's really been a force cutting through the 8-meter and finishing on the feeds of her teammates. She's been excellent. I mean, she's really been the engine that's driving this team right now.
Some changes for Lock Haven. Shannon Bissnett, the leading assist player on the team, has left the team due to a family emergency. So someone's going to have to step up. How about Hope Thomas?
Hope Thomas, the pride of Carmel, Indiana, not known as a lacrosse hotbed. She's really stepped up. She's 2nd on the team in scoring with 10 goals. She's leading the team with 16 ground balls. If anyone's going to lead this team to victory today, it's going to be Hope Thomas.
Lock Haven has had great success over Shippensburg. They've won 15 straight. Shippensburg, though, looking for the upset. Their first win might come today since 2004. When we come back, Aaron will talk to Lock Haven University head coach Lindsay Reese, and we'll have this afternoon's starting lineups.
Fox 56 Sports presents the Rivalry of the Week on MyTV WQMY.
We are back live at Charlotte E. Smith Field in Lock Haven. 3rd member of our crew today, Aaron Dugan. She's with Lock Haven University head coach Lindsay Reese. Aaron?
Well, Coach, your last 2 games maybe a little bit closer than you would have liked. What did you take from those 2 games to prepare for today's game?
Just to make sure that we take care of the ball when we have possession. Possession's going to be key today, making sure that when we do turn over the ball or mess up something, that we get that ball back as soon as possible and we're smart with it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, Bob.
Thank you, ladies. There you see the Shippensburg Raiders, 3-2 coming in. Now it's time to take a look at our starting lineups here on MyTV WQMY. Defense looks like this. Anne-Marie Saracolas, 2nd in the PSAC in ground balls. Look out for her. She's number 1. midfielders, watch out for Ali Harkleroad, the junior. And then up front, the attack will be led by Amanda Frank, a 5'4" junior. She's 6th in goals per game for the PSAC. For the 6th-ranked Eagles of... Here's the goalie today for Shippensburg, Ali Frymore, a 5'4" senior. 5th in the PSAC in saves per game, having a nice year. As you see, she gives up about 10.22 goals against average. Now it's time to look at the Lock Haven University starting lineup, 6-0 overall, 6th in the country. Kelly Close is the senior, number 12. She's going to have to lead her team this afternoon. The midfielders look like this. Alex O'Harick, one of the best in the PSAC in draw control. She'll start the game there. And then the attack, as we talked about her in pregame, is led by Rachel Engler, number 1, transfer from Rutgers, 40 shots on the season. And in goal, Hannah Howell, the transfer from Slippery Rock, getting a start this year, undefeated, 7.33 goals against, 37 saves, 7th in goals against average in the PSAC. And Mark, she's going to have a big game today because she needs to make the big stops when she can.
Well, thanks, Bob. She's really stepped up in the last few games. She was a big reason why Lock Haven beat Seton Hill last time out. She only had 5 saves, but none more important than the last-second stop to save the 1-goal victory. She really came up clutch that game.
The all-important draw control goes to one of the best in the PSAC, Max Barkley, who broke the school record for draw control last year with 199. So it's Shippensburg on offense right out of the gate. And Mark, how important is draw control, especially to get possession in the game?
It's going to be very important today, and I'll tell you, if Shippensburg is going to be able to pull out a victory today, Max Barkley is going to be key. She likes to self-draw. She likes to draw to herself, and if Lock Haven can make it a contested ball and a 50-50 ball, then they're going to really win a small victory there and have success in trying to get control.
Raiders averaging 10 goals per game. 111 shots on goal on the season and a big turnover.
Alex O'Harick right there. Great ground ball.
O'Harick brings it down, so Lock Haven now will set it up as they will work the ball around.
They're really going to look to control the tempo right now, especially with some key players out. Oh, lost possession.
One of the concerns, I'm sure, for Lindsay Reese are those lost possessions, because
just got it back.
Yeah, they just got it back, because in the Kutztown game that I saw, they had several of those and was a little bit closer than they wanted. They won 98, and we have our first whistle.
We got a whistle there. Shooting space. All right, so Lock Haven's going to be having a free position shot right now.
And
they'll have a free opportunity to get a quick shot off.
So Ashley Gotchnauer has the free position. First shot of the
Great
game
take.
is goal for Lock Haven.
Excellent free position shot right between the legs.
So a free position goal for Gotchnauer, her 7th on the season overall on goals. She had 2 goals last year, and those penalties and fouls, minor fouls, can be very important, as you saw right there.
Those are easy goals for Lock Haven. They've had a lot of success at the free position spot, and that's not gonna bode well for Shippensburg if they keep doing that.
So quickly they come up for the draw control. O'Harick taking on Barkley. Barkley's one already, and nice job by O'Harick to gain control on that.
O'Harick taking herself, getting up a little higher than Barkley on that one.
Works it around. This is Killian, who will work behind the goal. Try to set up that offense. A lot of movement in this offense. She
nice
comes
save.
and shoots with her left hand. And closest to the ball will be Lock Haven.
Frymore coming up with a big save there, one-on-one. Killian really stepped up, taking it to the hoop, and Frymore keying in on it, making a nice save.
Here is the last goal, the first goal of the game.
Coming up off the 8-meter, Ashley put it right between the legs. Frymore having a hard time with that one. Not much she could do. Lock Haven back on it. They're keying it. They're looking to get it behind. Oh, going to goal.
Another shot on goal. Goes out, and it will remain Lock Haven ball as Killian has it, number 30. She's a 5'4" sophomore. We have a whistle now inside. Extra ball was on the turf here. Beautiful stadium here at Lock Haven University.
Killian going right to the goal.
Killian
another save.
Finds space, and nice save by Frymoyer, her first of the game, and here come the Raiders back.
Frymoyer with 55 career starts, really a leader back there for Shippensburg. They're going to need a big game out of her if they're going to pull this one out today.
Triple teamed. That was Kara Shank, driven out of bounds, and it remains Shippensburg ball. And now Amanda Frank had number 12. She'll bring it out to point, and it'll set up the offense for the Raiders.
Little give and go back to Frank, but missed the target. TJ Johnson back there to pick it up. Shippensburg still has control.
Fugate. What's the object of the offense in women's lacrosse? Shot on goal, no good, right off the crossbar. And they'll bring it back.
Sarah Howd picking up the rebound off the crossbar right there.
And we'll have a foul. Will remain Lock Haven ball. Quick start. The rule changes this year for women's lacrosse.
That's a new rule this year, and the quick starts, I mean, they really allow for fast transition. Lock Haven likes to play fast. They love the quick starts. They're trying to really take advantage of defensive lapses on those fouls.
So they'll send it back out to Thomas, Hope Thomas. And as I just asked you before, what is the object for an offense in women's lacrosse?
Well, it's a lot like basketball. You're trying to possess the ball. You're looking for your best shot. If you can get a layup one-on-one on the cage, it'd be perfect. And really, that's what you're trying to do. Really maintain possession, make smart decisions with the ball. I think Lock Haven today, a little emotional day, might be a little nervy here at the beginning, making a few mistakes, but I think they can overcome that in the long run.
Nice calls turnover by Sarah Kola, number 1 for Shippensburg, and Raiders have the ball. They'll wait for the whistle on the restart. Well, the objectives for women's lacrosse, you have to watch the stick to the heads. They don't like to see that at all, and they'll call that immediately.
2-minute penalty for a stick check to the head, and the player will play man. The player will be down. The team will play man down for 2 minutes. It is releasable on a goal, but if a player receives 2 fouls in 2 yellow cards in a game, they are ejected.
Shippensburg played a week ago. They may be a little rusty. They lost to Kutztown 12-7. After they had a successful trip to North Carolina. They beat Catawba 13-11. They beat Lenore Rhine 12-4.
Shippensburg's a young team, Bob. They only have 2 seniors, and really, Frymoyer in goal is their leader for the senior class, and the rest are mostly freshmen and sophomores. They're a really young team. We might see some mistakes because of their youth, but they're certainly not afraid of this Lock Haven team.
Emily Bruni getting a start for Shannon Bisnet today. The 5'2" junior brought it down. Another great turnover. Sarah Coley's playing a lot of havoc down there. She gets another calls turnover, number 1.
I believe that's her second on the day.
Yeah.
And she's really the star defensively for Shippensburg. She's an all-conference player last year. She's gonna give Lock Haven some issues. They really want to try and avoid her.
She has 5 calls turnovers on the year, 20 ground balls for the 5'1" junior. So here come the Raiders back. Good movement in there, bringing it up. Valerie Hertz.
Weaving her way through
straight to the goal. Hertz with some room, cut off nicely by Lock Haven. So the Raiders now will set it up outside the 12-meter line.
Good decision by her. She weaved her way through the Lock Haven midfield, and then she decided to just take it behind, make it possession, so she can now come back on defense, and Shippensburg can regroup.
Allison Fugate with the ball, knocked down, and we'll have
a push.
Yeah, a push will be a free position now.
All right.
For Fugate, who's 0 for 2 on the season at free positions.
Hannah Howd hasn't been called on yet today. Let's see how she does here. Oh,
top shelf just over the shoulder of Howd, and Shippensburg ties it up off the goal of Allison Fugate, her 7th on the season.
Fugate just taking it to stick side high off the 8-meter shot there.
Here we look at it again off the free position.
Yeah. Howard really, she had her stick. She dipped her stick on the shot. You know, Hannah really needs to do better with keeping her thumb at eye level, keeping it nice and tall, because that should be a savable shot right there.
Shippensburg, coached by Ashley Mannion, 5th season, 27 wins for her, former starter at Lehigh University. So she has her Raiders tie this one up, 23-12 remaining in the half. And we'll have another draw control between Barkley and O'Harick.
This is going to be a battle all day. I'm excited about this matchup, the O'Harick-Barkley matchup.
O'Harick,
Oh.
I think we'll have a stick near the head, and we'll go over to the the Eagles. So Lockhaven with possession, brings it down. O'Harick still has it.
O'Harick trying to set up the offense here, looking around. Lockhaven really wants a long possession here, really regroup and try and get their offense clicking.
Thomas with weaving her way through, and I think we'll have a free position for Thomas at the 8-meter line. She went through a lot of traffic and a lot of sticks there. So she will, so Hope Thomas now.
Top center, Hope Thomas top center on the 8-meter. Let's see what she does.
Left-hand shot stopped
nice
by
save.
Frymore. Nice job
save.
by the 5'4" senior. So Shippensburg gets it back.
That's a big save by Frymore. That's really a great save. She saw that ball. Hope, not a bad shot, not a bad shot. Just Frymore was there to stop it.
So we'll have a check. So quick
Restart.
start again.
Yeah.
Quick restart. Shippensburg brings it up. Kyra Shank, number 5, had it. And they'll work it around. Bring it into Maddie Newman, number 15, 5'5" freshman. Looking inside.
Shippensburg's looking for a lot of give and goes, trying to start their offense from in front of the cage. Lockhaven doing a great job closing in on it right away and gaining possession back.
There's Leah Pebbleman, 5'4" Richards senior. 4 ground balls this year. A couple calls turnovers. She'll give it over to the midfielder, and O'Harick will bring it over, and they'll work it down. Will Lockhaven. Lockhaven averages 12.5 goals per game. 26 shots per game.
And we've seen, oh, there's one right now.
Quick goal on the inside. We talked about her in the pregame, Mark. Hope Thomas.
Hope Thomas making up for that miss on the 8-meter with a great cut to the front pipe there. Catching that feed and finishing. That's a fantastic goal.
11th goal on the season for Hope Thomas, and Lockhaven regains the lead, 2-1. Ever look at it again?
And here we are, Hope Thomas cutting backside. Really no chance for Frymore. When she turned around, it was already on its way.
Good job of Haley Killian on the assist, her 12th assist on the year.
Haley Killian's going to have to step up today.
Yeah, with Shannon Bisnet out. Shannon had 21 assists already on the season. She had 49 a year ago, so she'll be missed today. We'll talk about her more later on. So here we go again. O'Harick and Barkley at the draw, in the draw control circle. Lockhaven has 2 draw controls to 1 so far.
Great job by O'Harick there, shielding Barkley away from the ball. Doing a great job gaining possession, now taking it behind. That's key. When you score a goal, if you can win a draw control and maintain possession, that's key to success in women's and men's lacrosse.
Here's Thomas back above the 12-meter. Peppelman with it. Gotchnauer, number 7, excuse me. So they'll work it around.
Right.
Shot, goal.
Dana Lawless.
Dana Lawless, number 10 with the left hand. Lockhaven takes a 2-goal lead now with 20:52 left in the first half.
Dana Lawless with a great finish there.
So Lawless gets her 11th goal on the year out of Garnet Valley, a sophomore. And here's how the field looks
It's about
in
the
women's lacrosse.
about the size of a football or a soccer field. You know, the markings are different. The key areas you want to focus in on are the 8-meter areas right in front of the goal. If there's a foul there, we'll have a free position shot, just like we've seen. The 2 markings behind the goal, if there's any fouls behind the goal line, that is where the ball will start, and then the defender will have to start wherever the referee decides based on the foul. That's why you see those 2 marks there.
So Herrick has bested Barkley this afternoon so far on the draw controls.
50-50 ball.
And that actually looked like Newman, number 15, took the draw control mark, and not 28.
I think they wanted to try something different.
Yeah.
Have Maddie Newman come up because Barkley wasn't having a lot of success there against O'Herrick. O'Herrick was doing a great job, and there was a contested ball, 50-50 ball. Lockhaven still coming up with the ground ball.
Shippensburg needs a cost turnover here. 2 straight possessions for Lockhaven. Don't want to give them a big lead.
Now, if Lockhaven starts going on a run, it's going to be very difficult to come back because with their success at the center circle, it's tough for Shippensburg to gain possession. We have a foul here.
Yeah, in the inside.
Could have been a 3-second.
So they're going to move Rachel Engler up to the 8-meter mark and give her some position. Let's see if they find her on the cut.
Really, the first time we've seen Rachel Engler with the ball today. Oh, and the defender's doing a great job crashing the crease, closing down an Engler's shot. But once again, the closest to the end line on the shot gets the ball. So Lockhaven will still have possession.
Frymore with another big save. For her career, she has 487 of those. So she's used to being in goal.
That's a lot of shots.
Yeah, there's a lot of shots. 5'4" senior out of Upper Marion High School. The goalie for Shippensburg.
She's been very busy today already.
Killian again with the ball. Double teams, got to be someone open. They find her in the middle. Pebble.
Rachel.
Gouchner again. Ashley Gouchner, sophomore, found room inside. And shot was blocked up.
Quick shot on the crease. Frymore reaction save. Great save, getting a piece on it. Could have probably been a better shot. You want to change your angles, change your plane of your shot. If you receive a high shot, want to kind of shoot low. Oh, big goal. Right.
Cut goal. Alex O'Herrick, the 5'9" sophomore, finds the twine. 4-1 Shippensburg. 7th goal of the year for Alex O'Herrick.
Alex O'Herrick cutting through the crease.
So after that, it's 4-1, 19-18 remaining in this first half. Shippensburg calls timeout. We'll then take a timeout ourselves here from Lockhaven. We are back at Charlotte E. Smith Field on the campus of Lockhaven University. The Bald Eagles taking a 4-1 lead in the PSAC showdown with Shippensburg. Mark Rillo, Bob Ide, Aaron Dugan back on a beautiful afternoon, and we're just about getting this season underway in the PSAC. And for the first time in a long time, Mark, Lockhaven is not at the top of the preseason poll.
Not at the top of the preseason poll with a coaching change, with the loss of goalkeeper of the year, with the loss of a 3-time midfielder of the year. I mean, the conference really thought Lockhaven was going to take a hit. Maybe even thought this was going to be a rebuilding year, to be honest. But Lockhaven, they have different plans. You know, they're a really tight-knit group, and they're really have this me against the world attitude, and it's really been great, and it's a great start so far.
Here are the goals so far. It starts out first goal of the game for for Lockhaven.
Lockhaven's had
Thomas.
9 shots on goal already, scoring 4 of them. 5 saves for Frymore. Shippensburg's going to have to maintain possession. They're going to have to find a way to win possession at the draw control and maintain it to try and keep Lockhaven on the defensive, because right now they're on the defensive way too much. Their defense is exhausted. Their goalie's getting peppered. They need to find a way to change the situation.
And Lockhaven leads in draw control. O'Herrick doing a nice job. This is their 5th win of the afternoon.
She bested Newman on that one again. They've gone to Newman. They've changed it up. They tried Barkley in the beginning. Now they've gone to Newman. O'Herrick is just too strong right now. Great interception.
Yep. Cost turnover there by Shippensburg, number 27, Valerie Hertz. So Shippensburg now with an opportunity, and they have not had many this afternoon in their offensive side of the zone. Long pass.
Sarah
knocked
Kohler,
out of bounds.
Sarah Kohler trying to get it downfield quickly, but just didn't work out.
So Leah Pebbleman will bring it in for Lockhaven. So a caused turnover there by the Bald Eagles. And they'll regain possession. They'll work it back before they work it front. They'll give it into the goalie, Howd. And now they'll run their clear. Oh, big turnover for Lockhaven. Shippensburg with an opportunity, but they didn't have numbers, so they will set up their offense.
Mistake there on the clear by Howd.
They work it out to Frank. Look for her to get going. 12 goals on the season, number 12.
Shippensburg still attacking from the front of the goal.
Harker rolled, fouled Frank out front. She couldn't pull it in, or she would have had an open shot. Good cut on the inside, knocked away, and it goes over to Lockhaven. Couldn't convert. Kyra Shank with a nice cut. Shippensburg playing tough defense, recovers.
Magnotta picking up that loose ball, maintaining possession now. This is good start for Shippensburg to try and slow down Lockhaven.
Yeah, Mannion took the timeout for Shippensburg to talk to her team, try to calm them down here on the road. 0-1 in the PSAC. 3-2 overall for Shippensburg. This is the top of the meter. Newman cut off nicely.
Nice double team there. Shippensburg's got to do a better job of getting the open girl to open space so that the ball carrier can see. If Lockhaven is going to double team like that, that open player has got to get to open space.
Free ball, looking for a ground ball, and they can. It should stay. Nope, it's going to go over to Lockhaven.
Yep.
So an ill-advised pass, and this is Bruni now, the junior out of Cumberland Valley, who have it. Over to O'Harick, and O'Harick will run it down. They'll get it into the offensive zone.
They're going to have to crash in there because O'Harick will take it right to the cage.
And she does. Does one dodge, and we're going to have a free position for O'Harick.
Shooting space. The defense crashed in, and she got in O'Harick's lane. O'Harick couldn't take a clean shot. That's a dangerous play, so the refs will always give that.
Fourth free position game free position of the game for Lockhaven. It's their fourth. O'Harick in. Dodge, good save by Frymoyer again, but it remains Bald Eagles ball.
Frymoyer setting up low in her stance there, and O'Harick shooting it low, and Frymoyer making that nice save.
That was the 12th shot today for Lockhaven. We'll have another stick right there. Killian with the ball. Now she'll have a free position from the 8.
This is actually right outside the 8 meter.
It's going to be a tough job to get it in on goal. She wisely brings it around the net. And now Lockhaven will run their plays. Rachel Engler, what great hands she has. Another goal for Engler, right on the doorstep. 5-1 Lockhaven.
Rachel Engler doing a great job coming off those picks at the top of the 8 meter, getting herself open, catching and finishing in tight just like she does. I mean, she's lethal inside.
Killian does a nice job.
Killian once again taking the ball around, waiting for the play to develop, and she has a few different options. She gets it right to Engler, puts it on her stick. Engler finishes, puts it in the back of the net before Frymoyer can really set herself to make the save.
I really like Engler's hands, real soft, content, really does a nice job catching the ball. And she's 5'2", so they kind of lose her in traffic.
She's very quick, very quick. She had 291 goals in high school. She knows how to put the ball in the net.
Yep. Transfer from Division I Rutgers. Boy, Lockhaven needed her this year with the graduation of several of their top goal scorers. So Herrick pulls it in, and Gouchner has it.
Gouchner
another draw control.
Great job getting that 50-50
2-on-1.
ball.
This is Engler.
Great pass. Good decision.
So they'll bring it back and set up the offense, the Bald Eagles. So already with 12 shots this afternoon, 4 free position shots.
The Eagles now slow the game down a little bit, look for the openings, try and move the ball, look for the easy shot, maintain possession, get Shippensburg's defense tired, perhaps ball watching, and open up lanes for the back cuts.
Here's O'Harick. Double
there
team.
It is.
Thomas couldn't pull it in. Still ground ball. It's picked up nicely by Shippensburg, and we'll have a
check.
Quick. Yep. We'll have a check. It will be Shippensburg ball. Check on Engler, so she'll line up about 4 meters behind the offensive player.
Barkley picked up that loose ball right in the 8 meter. That was a huge play for Shippensburg. trying to get possession now in their offensive end, trying to get something going for them.
He had just 2 shots this afternoon, Mark, for Shippensburg, so they need offense. And they need Frank really to step up her game.
Yeah, Frank really not a factor so far. We're halfway through the first half. We'd expect to see more from her. And there's a nice feed.
A good cut inside, and they'll send it back out. Good defense.
Shippensburg seems to be more comfortable in front of the net, so Lock Haven's going to try and force them behind on any of those wing dodges. Little give and go.
Shippensburg having a tough time holding on to the ball this afternoon.
They're hanging
There's
their
a nice
stick.
cut. Yep.
They're hanging their stick as they come through the 8-meter, and Lock Haven is really closing down on them.
Morgan Stone now with a free position right at the top of the 8-meter. So good position now to get a goal for Shippensburg.
It's going to be huge if Hannah Howd could step up here.
How does, good save. A little low on the shot, but Shippensburg regains control.
Sarah Howd, they're stepping into the lane on the 8-meter and deflecting the shot down. Sarah Howd is the twin sister of Hannah Howd, so a little help there from her sister. Very nice. Amanda Frank now in position. We really want to see her take a little bit more charge here for Shippensburg.
Oh, good defense on the inside by Dana Lawless.
Crashing again.
Yep. Shippensburg gets it right back. They'll set up their offense as Maggie Loshy is in on the attack for Shippensburg. She's a reserve, and they'll work it around. Shippensburg with some opportunities. Good cut inside. There is the call, and we'll have a free position. It was right in front of the goal. It was a check.
Allison Fugate with the initial dodge there from the wing. She's had most of the possession there on the offense end for Shippensburg.
Gouchner with the check, and this will be Shank again from the top. Little low.
Good shot.
Shank scores for Shippensburg. Went to the feet, and it's 5-2 Lockhaven, 13-16 remaining in the first half.
Kyra Shank taking the shot from the top of the 8-meter, aiming for the low right, the stick side low of Hannah Howd.
Well, they learned last time what not to do. Don't go high on her, and they went low that time on Howd, and they end up scoring. Here we go again.
That's right. She eyed it up. She looked at where the defenders were, lowered her hands, lowered her stick, placed the shot. It's a very nice shot, very well placed shot right in the lower corner.
So a goal much needed for the Raiders. Down 3 now here in the first half. Their 5th shot of the game.
Now they have Newman back at the draw control. She really needs to win this one if Shippensburg wants to start rolling a little bit here. Try to slow down Lockhaven.
Yeah, Herrick with 6 draw control this afternoon.
And they picked it up.
Yeah, Barkley actually came in. She did a nice ground ball, and now Shippensburg with their 2nd possession in a row. See if they can put 2 goals back to back.
They're going to try and work the possession a little bit, rest their defense, rest their goalie. Their goaltender, Frymore, has been peppered today. Try and rest her up. Now they're running plays with the picks off the top of the 8-meter, trying to get a cutter free.
Great defense on the inside from Emily Gerhardt.
Fugate again in possession of the ball. She's had a lot of possession for them on the offensive end today. She's really been a quarterback for them. We have a whistle and a foul inside the 8-meter.
I think they'll give it back to Fugate. So not really a good position to put a shot on goal. It's actually going to go back to one of those dots.
They're saying that the foul was behind, and now Fugate will start back there.
Over the Shank, and she brings it back out.
Amanda Frank cutting in.
Frank trying to dodge. No whistle. Picked up by Shank again, and we'll have another foul and another 8-meter free position.
No, this is actually going Lockhaven's way.
Is.
The foul is against Shippensburg. Frank, I think, was trying to draw the 8-meter going into the double team and lost possession of the ball. And here comes O'Harick again. 3-on-2 on the left side.
So they'll bring it in to Killian. A nice job feeding this afternoon. Tries to look for Engler right downtown, but it's going to be picked up by Bruni today, getting the start for Shannon Bisnet. And they'll work it around. So now Lockhaven will work the clock a little bit, up 3 goals.
Gouchnauer,
yep.
shooting space.
Gouchnauer out of Lancaster will have a free position now. And so it'll be her against Frymore.
It's a tough angle here from the left mark. She takes
Shoots,
it.
scores right side, put another one on the board for Lockhaven. Actually, Gouchnauer, 7th goal of the season.
Gouchnauer with a great off-hip shot low. That's where you really want to put it on the 8-meter. It's tough for the goalie to get there. Probably the toughest spot for a goalie to make the save. Frymore really didn't have too much of a chance on this. Here it is as she's coming in, puts it off hip, right, tucks it right inside the pipe. Well-placed shot. Frymore steps up to take the angle away, but Gouchnauer doing a great job of finding that pipe, and that was an excellent free position shot from a tough angle.
So 6 goals in the first half, and it's back to a 4-goal lead for Lockhaven.
Max Barkley back at the center circle against O'Herrick.
Eric doing a nice job from the draw control. She wins another one. Nice job. O'Herrick just owning the draw control circle this afternoon.
She's been fantastic in there. Takes it to herself, uses her body to shield Barkley away, and then just maintains possession. Killian takes it, brings it below the goal line extended, and now Lockhaven can start their offense again.
Hope Thomas with the ball. Past the 12 meters, she'll do a little dodge. That's cut off. And a turnover by the Eagles, and
Tough
Shippensburg
pass.
will get the ball.
A little bit of a tough pass there for Gillian. Went through her legs and out of bounds. Anne-Marie Saracola taking possession.
She's had a nice game defensively this afternoon, causing some turnovers on her own. She'll work it over the mid line, and they'll work it inside. Maybe an ill-advised pass. Kelly Close pulls it in.
Saracola ran all that way. She really needs to make a better pass to maintain possession there.
Shippensburg trying to ride.
Shippensburg redefending very well.
Close, doing a nice job, gets it out. Engler with a nice cut, pulls up the ground ball, and here she's off to the races.
Great job by Close there to get open. She's a veteran. She did a great job of maintaining possession there and beating the Shippensburg ride. Get the ball to Engler to get it back on offense for Lockhaven.
So Killian, number 30 out of Ridley Park, doing a nice job controlling the offense from behind the goal for Lockhaven this afternoon. 6-2 is the score. We're under 10 minutes to play in the first half. 13 shots for Lockhaven so far, 6 goals. 5 of those off 5 free position shots.
It's a goal by Lockhaven.
And
there.
a goal by Lockhaven again.
Dana Lawless, the sophomore, dodging from the wing, dodging through 2 players, and great placement.
Lawless with her 2nd goal of the afternoon, make that 12 now on the season for the 5'8" sophomore out of Garnet Valley.
Lawless making the decision there to take it to the goal. Saw the lane on the low left side of the goaltender, and weaves through 2 people. Saracola trying to get in there at the last second with the stick, but Lawless putting it in. Lawless has really stepped up. The sophomore seeing a lot more time now with these injuries, and she's a second leading scorer on the team, doing a great job for Lockhaven.
Nice job by Lawless, switching hands at the last minute. Going in with the right and switching to the left, and put another goal on the board for the Eagles. We're under 10 to play. Shippensburg doesn't want to let this one get out of control. They haven't beaten Lockhaven since 2004. 15 straight for the Haven, and making another one for O'Herrick. Draw control is a huge factor for Lockhaven's.
Trying Murgon on that one, and Lockhaven still, O'Herrick is just dominating right now. She's just dominating at the draw control.
Out to Engler. Set up the dodge. She's got room, and we're going to have a foul.
No, I believe it's a check.
Check, yep.
Check to the head. We're going to have a yellow card.
So now we're going to have a penalty.
Shippensburg will be down 2 minutes. Down a player for 2 minutes. Rachel at the center mark on the 8-meter.
Engler in, low, goal. Rachel Engler puts another one in the twine. 26 on the year, second of the afternoon. 8-2 Haven. And 8:43 remaining in this first half.
It's a great shot by Engler, a bounce shot. She put a little spin on it, a little English off the turf. And Shippensburg is back to even numbers. So great job by Engler there. Putting a little spin off the side. It actually hits off Frymore. Frymore actually got a piece of that, but the spin caromed into the goal.
So we're back to even strength on the goal. Engler out of Rutgers doing a nice job. So O'Hara right now is my MVP of the game with the draw controls.
I have to agree with you.
Fabulous job. She's out of Boyertown. 43 draw controls wins so far coming in. Had a bunch of those this afternoon. And Shippensburg can't find the answer.
Trying Mergon again, and they got one.
Yeah, good ground ball by Harkleroad. And there we have a check inside. So free position now for 18, Fugate. Fugate in, shot, goal! Shippensburg right back at you. Make it 8-3 now, Lock Haven.
Fugate off the 8-meter. She's really been the most dangerous player, I think, for Shippensburg on the offense today.
So Fugate picks up number 7 on the season.
Taking it off the side mark. That 8-meter shot, really tough angle for the shooter. She does a great job getting in and sneaking it in between. I believe that was in between Howden and the post. She really snuck it in there. That's what Shippensburg needs. Now they need to win this draw control. They have to solve O'Harick. O'Harick's taken every draw today. She's really a warrior. She's dominating there in the center circle.
Lock Haven getting it together after a very successful trip to Colorado. Close games against Kutztown and then Seton Hill, but they've broken out this afternoon. 2 players down, 2 of their big players. Jenna Dingler is out and Shannon Bissett out because of family reasons. But the rest of the ladies have stepped it up. They've put 8 on the board so far, and they have a 5-goal lead.
Mergon able to win the draw there, making it a 50-50 loose ball, and Shippensburg regaining possession.
Aaron Dugan is down on the sidelines with a special guest. And how we doing down there, Aaron?
Doing pretty well, Bob. It's nice to see Rodney Jenkins, the Vice President of University Relations here at Lock Haven. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we have a brand new lacrosse coach behind us, but the success has not changed. You must be pretty happy about that.
Well, it was a great pickup to bring Lindsay here, and she stepped into a program where we are used to winning. Last couple of years, we have not lost a regular season game, and so there's a lot of pressure on her and her assistant coach to continue that tradition. We expect her to be in another national championship this year.
And a big weekend coming up in June, the Hall of Fame weekend. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, this will be our second year that we've moved to an all-sports Hall of Fame, June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Friday night, we will be celebrating the 1980 championship field hockey team. The Saturday, we'll be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of our softball championship, and Sunday is our Hall of Fame banquet.
Very cool. And Rodney, I know something you're really excited about is the university just received a very large gift, and I know you're very excited about that. Tell us about that.
Extremely excited. We received a $7.1 million gift from one of our local developers, Steve Poorman. Steve was not a LHU alumni, but really feels strongly about the community and what we're doing in the community. The $7 million will help fund a scholar and residence program, where we'll bring subject matter experts into the classroom and work directly with the students. In addition to that, we will name our college, Business College, after Mr. Poorman. And so we're actually having a formal ceremony on April 26th to celebrate the gift and the college.
Very cool. Very generous.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. We appreciate both Mr. and Mrs. Poorman's gift and look forward to him being more involved in the college and doing some great things here.
It's always great to catch up with you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, Bob, back to you.
Good to see Rodney again. Great to be back here at Lock Haven University, PSAC school, center of the state. About 30 miles from State College, a great Division II school with some great athletics and great academics. So now Shippensburg with an opportunity to cut the lead in half for the Eagles if they can get a goal here.
They've done a good job of holding on to the ball now, and that's really the first step, trying to slow down this offense of Lock Haven.
We have a foul on the inside, away from the ball. Referees this afternoon, Vince Marshall, Janice Harp, and Carrie Sacco. Good defense by Lock Haven. A ground ball picked up. Nope, still away. There's the ground ball.
O'Harick.
Yep, O'Harick with a nice stick on the ground ball. She'll run it up past the midfield stripe. See if she can get a transition goal. If not, Lock Haven will set it up, trying to get goal number 9 on the afternoon.
O'Harick, part of that Boyertown pipeline. 4 members of the Lock Haven team from Boyertown High School.
Lawless, number 10 with the ball. Behind the goal. Now they'll go over to Killian. They switch Lawless and Killian behind the net periodically. Trying to give a different look.
Great
Another
look.
cut inside. Shot by Thomas, knocked away.
Oh. We're going to have a
Yep,
stick check.
Stick check and a yellow card.
Thomas.
So, yep, man
Thomas
up now.
with a great cut. I mean, she made a great cut through the 8-meter, and Killian finding her. I believe that was Killian finding her with a great feed, but Frymoyer really followed the ball well and went low. Thomas tried to go for the low shot. Frymoyer was right there to make the save. And then as the ball ricocheted out, Thomas trying to go for it with the Shippensburg player, checks her in the head, so now Thomas will be out for 2 minutes. Shippensburg here can really take advantage, possibly score a goal, swing a little bit of momentum their way.
This is Mackenzie Magnata, 5'4" sophomore, number 8. It's actually going to go over to
Yeah, it's not the way to
Lock
do it
Haven
right
ball.
there.
Like Lock Haven has the ball.
Lock Haven has the ball.
Has possession.
So now they're going to want to try and maintain possession a little bit, try and kill the 2-minute penalty. But we have shooting space violation. So that's going to put Emily Bruni starting today in place of Biznett on the 8-meter spot. She's actually just outside the 8-meter spot.
And she'll send it back to Killian, or excuse me, Lawless, number 10, and they'll back out to O'Harick. So man down for Lock Haven, but they regain possession. So Shippensburg could double team if they want to. Lock Haven just going to try and waste time, run the ball around.
They'll just possess it outside the 12-meter there. Shippensburg actually has seems like a backer waiting. If Lock Haven tries to come inside the 12-meter, the backer will then attack and double team. Mackenzie Magnana running around. You can see her running around the 8-meter now. She's acting as a backer almost for Shippensburg. But this allows Lock Haven to just possess the ball outside the 15-meter, I'm sorry, the 12-meter arc and kill that penalty on their own. They're not going to have to do too much here if Shippensburg doesn't try and double team.
It's a big break for them if they can regain possession, even though they're woman down. So another minor infraction.
There.
Yep.
This one is right on the 8-meter there.
Bruni now with opportunity to add a goal. She gets in, but she's blocked.
She'll maintain the
Nice
possession.
job.
Oh, great steal.
Great defense. What a nice turnover.
Great steal. And now Shippensburg on the fast break. Newman picking off that pass. And now Shippensburg can really attack. It's a 5-on-4 low.
Oh, they had Tanisha Joseph open. She couldn't make the catch. And it will be Lock Haven ball. Opportunity missed for Shippensburg.
Tanisha Joseph, one of only 2 seniors on the Shippensburg team. She could have really helped Shippensburg there by catching that feed in transition. That was a great opportunity for Shippensburg.
Let's see now if Lock Haven can add another goal before the half. We're under 3 minutes to play.
Kelly Close, the veteran, taking it in. Oh.
Close gets hit in the head. Yellow card coming out. So
Morrissey.
Because this will actually make it even strength because that 2 minute is not up for
it will.
Lock Haven.
Ill-advised stick check there for Morrissey. Killian taking it behind. If Lock Haven can kill this even situation for a minute, then they'll be man up. Thanks to that foul there by Morrissey. Killian maintain possession to O'Hara.
Shot goal. O'Hara puts another one in the twine. 1:57 remaining. 9th goal of the afternoon. We'll take a quick timeout. 6-goal lead for the Haven. So it's 9-3 Lock Haven now. Shippensburg regains possession off the draw control. They will have an opportunity. 90 seconds left in this first half.
They're really going to want to try and slow this down, maybe even maintain possession here for a little while. Keep it on this side of the field. Maybe take some momentum into the locker room.
Frank had a chance, couldn't catch the ill-advised pass from Harkle rolled, and it will roll out of bounds. No signal yet, but it should be Lock Haven ball. And it is. So the Haven has it. Hannah Howd out from goal. Will now set to clear it. Shippensburg trying to get a turnover.
Hannah Howd really not seeing the ball much today, only seeing 5 shots. She's made 2 saves.
Hey, but Shippensburg does a nice job on the ride. They get the ball back, an opportunity now for Ship.
Lawshe taking it behind. Nice knockdown by Hannah Howd.
30 seconds left. O'Hara going to run it up. See if they can get another goal before the half. 9 so far, and we'll have a check.
Minor foul.
Clock quickly stops. So now Lock Haven with time. Just take the clock out. 10 seconds left. Inside, shot on goal, knocked away, right on the doorstep.
Frymore with a huge save there.
Looked like Hope Thomas. No, it was actually number 11. Yep, Carrie Gerhardt. Couldn't see the 1 or the 3. Gerhardt with the
Carly Gilbert.
Excuse me. Gilbert with the shot on goal, and that's the way the half will end. Great half for Lock Haven. They lead by 6-9-3 as we take the break. When we come back, we'll hear from Amanda Kuhl in our halftime show, and then Aaron Dugan has another special guest on the field.
Fox 56 Sports presents the Rivalry of the Week on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome back to a windy Lock Haven University. You're watching live women's lacrosse right here on MyTV WQMY as the Lady Eagles lead 9-3 over Shippensburg. I'm Erin Dugan, so glad you could join us today. And joining me now is the Director of Athletics here from Lock Haven, Tom Jollio. It's been a great start to the spring sports season for you guys. Talk us through it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll tell you, it's a great spring to be a bald eagle. Lacrosse is off to a great start. Naturally, very successful today, first half. Look for a strong second half. Baseball is off to, I believe, an undefeated start in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, and track and field's getting ready to compete, and softball always competitive. They're off to an undefeated start as well. So don't want to jinx us, but we're looking for some big things this spring. Absolutely.
And of course, the lacrosse team, always a big sense of pride for your school, right?
Yeah, being runners-up in the nation in the last 2 years, absolutely. They're a huge part of our program, very successful, and it's going to be fun to see how they transform this year with a new coach.
For sure. So Saturday, June 4th is a big golf tournament. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, it's called Golfing for Scholarships, and we have 2 flights going out, an AM and a PM, and it gives the community alums an opportunity to help our student athletes who are going to be funding scholarships for our program, athletic scholarships specifically. We got a fun-filled day, naturally golf. All the coaches will be present. We're going to be giving different prizes out throughout the day, and it's a good activity to connect again.
I'm sure that makes a big impact on the students.
Anytime you can help the student, defray their costs for their education is pretty special.
Well, as always, thanks for stopping to chat with us.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll stick with us. We'll be right back with some stats and highlights from the first half. You're watching live women's lacrosse right here on MyTV WQMY.
Welcome back to Charlotte E. Smith Field on the campus of Lock Haven University. We are at halftime. The home team Eagles lead Shippensburg 9-3. Mark Grillo, Bob Ide, and thank you to Erin Dugan and her special guests down on the field. Both teams on the turf talking through strategy for the second half, so it gives us time to look at the halftime stats, Mark. And I guess what stands out are the shots on goal and really the draw controls for Lock Haven.
Lock Haven has really taken over in the draw controls with Alex O'Harick doing an outstanding job, just dominating. I think domination is the word, because it's very tough for Shippensburg to get any sort of possession, any sort of rhythm going offensively with Lock Haven scoring and then O'Harick winning the draw control. I mean, they're maintaining possession, and Shippensburg's having a very tough time chipping away at this deficit.
So some quick highlights. Lock Haven got on the board quickly right off the gate with the first goal of the afternoon right here.
Ashley Gotchnauer.
Gotchnauer getting a start this afternoon to get her 7th goal of the year.
Lock Haven very balanced in scoring right now. They have 4 different players with 2 goals each. Alex O'Harick, Engler, Dana Lawless, Ashley Gotchnauer, 2 goals each, really spreading it around, doing a great job of just maintaining possession and taking what Shippensburg is giving them, not trying to do too much. And Shippensburg is really having a tough time getting the ball out of their defensive end.
Oh, good job by Lawless switching hands there. She's got 2 on the afternoon. Then Engler puts her second one in, 26 on the season for her. Shippensburg tried to fight back later on a free position as they beat Howd, but then Lock Haven sealed it with number 9 as O'Harick put it in. And also a nice job this afternoon by Haley Killian with the assist. So it's been a decade of dominance for this team, for Lock Haven. There's no retooling here. This is a year they expect to go back to the national championship game. There you see what they've done since 2010, Mark, and it's just remarkable that they've gotten great products out here. And they did lose a coach. Kristen Salvage had a great 14 seasons here, but now it's Lindsay Reese's team.
Lindsay Reese, no stranger to this program. She herself was a star here at Lock Haven. She knows what it means to succeed. She definitely is coming in with the attitude of not reloading, really continuing the dominance that they've had. And she's doing an excellent job. And she's had some injuries to deal with. She has some young players stepping up. It's really been impressive what Lock Haven's been able to do so far this early in the season, with a lot of new players taking prominent roles.
So there you see Lock Haven in the sun this afternoon. Beautiful afternoon. Lock Haven in the 60s with the terps probably a little bit warmer, so both teams wanted to slow it down. And the rankings early on in the season, Lock Haven out on top. But Mercyhurst is really doing a nice job this season. They already have a win over Westchester, the preseason favorite. Westchester averaging 18 goals per game. That's top in the PSAC. Mercyhurst doing it with a whole bunch of great products, but Lock Haven, the only undefeated team so far overall in the league.
This PSAC conference is a very, very tough conference, one of the best conferences in the country. There's 4 teams from the PSAC in the top 20 nationally ranked. Lock Haven number 6, Mercyhurst number 7, Westchester number 9, Seton Hill number 18. So if you survive the PSACs, you have a great chance to do very well in the NCAAs.
So here we go, back to the draw control, owned this afternoon by Alex Herrick. They'll put Max Barkley back in there, number 28, the school's record holder for draw controls just a season ago. Let's see if she can win it and get Shippensburg some offensive help.
Shippensburg would do very well right now to try and get this face-off and maintain some early possession. Barkley with a great take.
Barkley felt the pressure on that, got it right into her cross, and Shippensburg with an early offensive opportunity here in the second half to cut the deficit. Oh, but a big turnover. Good stick handling in there by Gouchner, and a Lock Haven offensive threat now as Bruni brings it over.
Ill-advised feed into the middle of the 8-meter, and Gouchner are doing a great job getting her stick up in the lane, deflecting that pass down, picking up the loose ball, and bringing it back downfield, and Lock Haven once again on offense.
That's a 17th turnover on the game for Shippensburg. So now Haven up 6. Here's Engler with 2 goals already. She'll try to dodge her player and set up a cutter on the inside. It's all about space, isn't it?
It is, trying to keep it spread, trying to open up lanes. A tired defense will open up more lanes. No goal.
No goal by Gouchner. Yeah, she had a free space in, so she'll get a free position. She already has 1 goal on the afternoon, looking for the second.
Once again, that side mark, tough angle.
Low shot, score Haven. Second of the afternoon. Or number 7, Ashley Gouchner on the Lancaster.
Ashley doing a great job there of tucking her stick through a defender's check through the 8-meter, coming in, firing it low on Frymoyer. Not much of a chance for Frymoyer on that one. Here we see from behind the net, Ashley coming in, evading the stick check, going around Frymoyer to that side. Frymoyer really couldn't do much.
Nice job on the cradle, too.
You know, once you get the goalie moving on an 8-meter shot, you really have a great opportunity of putting in the goal.
Frymoyer has just been peppered with shots today, 19. Now giving up 10 goals, and it's really tough for any goalie to take that many shots.
She already has 8 saves on the day, and like you said, Bob, I mean, you can't have your goalie seeing that many shots. Shippensburg's got to do a better job with possession.
They earned the draw control again, but they have not converted those into goals.
It's their second one here, the second half, so that is definitely a good start.
So here's Shippensburg, 3-2 on the season, 0-1 in the PSAC. A very tough league, tough conference. Most likely whoever wins this conference has a great shot of making it to the Division II National Championship semifinals. Shot off a Howd, and it will go stay ship ball.
Yeah.
Haug sprinting out of the goal, trying to be the last defender closest to the end line where the ball went out of bounds, but there's a Shippensburg attacker right there, a little closer to the line, so they'll maintain possession. And now on the whistle, Haug will have to get back into the goal.
When the whistle happens, you have to freeze, especially a game of freeze. That's as simple as that.
That's right, you have to freeze your position until the whistle blows again.
So here's Shippensburg trying to be very deliberate, get a great shot on goal. Newman with it. Inside pass. Goal, Shippensburg Raiders. Max Barkley cutting inside. The junior picks up her 8th goal on the year.
Shippensburg goal scored by number 28, Max Barkley.
Barkley coming in, Newman drawing the double team. Barkley coming in behind, Newman getting her head up, seeing Barkley on the back cut, feeding her for an in-tight shot on Howd. Not much of a chance there.
Another angle.
really great placement with the defenders closing in on her. Did a great job of finding the net.
Well, these two teams have been playing each other since 1979. That opening game, Lock Haven won 7-4. 15 straight wins for the Haven over Shippensburg.
Barkley now winning 2 face-offs, or 2 draw controls in this second half, and now coming up with a big goal, really kind of putting Shippensburg on her back in these last few minutes.
Oh, nice job by Herrick to put it up and get the rebound. So another draw control win, and now Lock Haven can set up their offense. They're in the white, Shippensburg in the blue. Killian done a nice job this afternoon, trying to hit a cutting angler, couldn't hit her. But the ground ball picked up by O'Herrick.
O'Herrick doing a great job on that draw control, once again using her body to shield Barkley away from it and getting the victory herself. Then coming up with a great loose ball.
Thomas, good stick control, is knocked down, no whistle.
No call.
Great dodge, good score for Dana Lawless.
Lock Haven goal, number 10.
Her third of the afternoon, 13 on the year.
Dana Lawless drawing the defender out in the back corner and then dodging hard to goal to the low pipe. And then it was just her and Frymoyer putting it around Frymoyer. Here she is, dipping around the defender and putting it off hip on Frymoyer. Not much of a chance. Great placement on the shot. Off hip. Fantastic goal.
Very impressed with the stick control by all these players. But Lawless doing a nice job weaving and dodging in and out.
It's sticking to my legs. Like, what is that?
Lawless, only a sophomore, stepping up, not playing like a sophomore out there. Looks like a veteran with her 3 goals on the day.
Picked up by Kelly Close on the ground ball. Haven again with another big possession. To work quickly they go. So far they haven't missed Jenna Digler or Shannon Bisnet. A little worried about that. Both players, very integral part of this Lock Haven team, but the young players have stepped up though, Mark.
Players like Lawless, the sophomore.
And how about Engler, another goal?
Engler, the transfer, fantastic job.
Lock Haven score by number 1, Rachel Engler.
27 goals on the year, another one for Engler. Look at it again.
Engler dodging from up top, and you really see her do most of her damage off of the cuts where other players are feeding her, but this time Engler taking the defender, dodging past her, going right to the goal, low shot, goal, Lock Haven.
Third goal of the afternoon for Engler, and here you see what Lock Haven has done so far at the beginning of the year. 19 goals so far, the season high. They could match that this afternoon, but good trip to Colorado.
Colorado, a great trip for Lock Haven. It's where the NCAA finals will be this year, so it's actually a fantastic idea to take them out there for spring break so they can get used to that altitude, see what it's like to play out there. They played 3 teams out there, and they come away 3-0. Got a chance for some of the young players to really mesh well together. And then they come home and they had 3 one-goal victories. I mean, nothing builds character in a team more than really pulling it out with a 1-goal victory. And they're really growing each and every game. They're getting stronger and stronger.
Absolutely. Thomas cut off on the dodge. It's another draw control win by O'Herrick, and she's first in the PSAC, 5.4 per game. So she's done a nice job this afternoon, and that's a great weapon to have for Haven.
Academic or just all of them?
If you have a strong player there in the center winning your draws and you have a strong goaltender, you're going to go far.
Cost turnover by Shippensburg. Here come the Raiders back the other way.
Great
Shank,
crash.
straight down for Kira Shank out of Souderton.
Tenacious defending there in the midfield by Lock Haven, doing a great job closing down Shippensburg, not giving them any lanes.
I know defense has been one of the concerns early on for Coach Lindsey Reese. A close game with Kutztown, close game with Seton Hill, and they've had some defensive breakdowns, but they seem like they've solved that this afternoon.
Well, so far so good, but last game against Seton Hill, they went into halftime with their early lead, and then a few defensive breakdowns, and Seton Hill was back in the game. And when you're playing against a tough nationally ranked opponent, especially a PSAC opponent, oh, great save by Frymore. Oh, Herrick.
Yep. Gouchner, first shot. O'Herrick, the second. The second goes in. Make it 13 on the afternoon for Lock Haven.
Herrick is just in the right place at the right time at every facet of the game today. She is really stepping up. So here you'll see Gotchnauer taking the initial shot. Frymore, fantastic save, but loses the ball. And O'Herrick picking up the rebound in a perfect angle, just putting it in the open net. Frymore thought she'd let the goal go by her, turns around. O'Herrick picking up the rebound and putting it in the net. Everything's going right for Lock Haven right now.
There's only so much Allie Frymore can do. Nearly 500 saves in your career, and it's tough when you have a defense breakdown like Shippensburg has this afternoon. So 13-4 the score, 24:30 remaining in the game.
Lock Haven with so many weapons, so balanced in their offense right now. You can't say that it's just one player putting all the balls in the net. And that's what's tough for Shippensburg. If they try and shut someone off, someone else is going to step up and take control.
Great draw control win for Haven. And that was number 7, Ashley Gouchner, pulling it out of midair. Shot on goal, and we'll have a check and a free position now. That is Emily Bruni out of Cumberland Valley, number 24, who was knocked down. So she'll have the free position shot.
The junior today taking over for Biznet, with Biznet out.
The 8th of the afternoon for Haven. Left-hand shot, no good, but let's see who they give it to. They give it to Haven as Killian was back there.
Shippensburg getting a stick on that, on the 8-meter shot, doing a good job of throwing their stick into the lane. Killian able to back up the shot so that Haven can maintain possession.
Nice crowd on hand at Lock Haven. Students surrounding the outside gates, watching their 6th ranked Eagles.
It's a great location for a game. Right here, on this great stadium.
Lawless triple teamed, and here we're going to have a stick near the head. Free position for Dana Lawless.
The rules in girls lacrosse are to maintain the safety, so any stick even near the head area, they're going to call that. Frymore, outstanding save.
Yeah, best save of the afternoon for the senior. And now Shippensburg will try to clear.
Dana Lawless came in on the 8-meter on the free position shot, and she lowered her stick, and Frymore was able to read it, a low-to-low shot. She got her stick down, really squared herself to the angle of the shot, and made a great save.
This is where Lock Haven is very good on the ride. No one really open. Someone makes a nice cut, and they get the ball right to her. That's number 8, Mackenzie McNaughton, who had it, and we'll have a quick whistle. It will remain Shippensburg ball. So a quick start. Kelly Close got a stick on it, but it's picked up by O'Herrick. Seems like we've been calling her name all afternoon, number 21.
Doing a great job there on the redefend and on the ride. Lock Haven will suffocate you with their ride to gain the possession of the ball back if they lose it.
Killian, great dodge. Beats 2 players in on goal. Score, Haley Killian. We'll take a quick timeout. It's the 14th goal of the afternoon for Lock Haven. Put another goal on the board for the 6th ranked Eagles from Lock Haven. They take a 10-goal lead now. This time it was all Killian on the dodge. What a nice job by her.
Killian setting up on the outside. It's actually a set play by Lock Haven. A lot of picks on the opposite side of the 8-meter, and Shippensburg so focused on the picks that Killian drew out her defender, dodged her, went hard to the cage, and by the time Shippensburg tried to close her down, she just weaved her way through, and it was one-on-one with Freimeyer.
Talked about the young players stepping up. Killian out of Ridley Park, 6th goal on the season. So return home for Lindsay Reno-Reese. Graduate 2007, head coach at nearby Lycoming College for the last couple of years, but I know she is happy to be right back out Lock Haven.
She was a 2-year captain here in 2005, 2006. She made 2 Final Four appearances with the Bald Eagles. She was an integral part of what they did, and for her to come back home, she couldn't be happier.
So she's picked up right where Kristen Selvich, who she played for, left off. But she has definitely overcome some obstacles coming in. She did not come up. The cupboard isn't bare, but it was emptied a little bit in the offseason.
No, they lost a 3-time midfielder, Division II midfielder of the year in Jessica Pandolf. And they also lost goaltender of the year. I mean, those are 2 huge roles to fill, and she's done a fantastic job of finding players coming off the bench to help fill those roles.
So the timeout on the field, and after the goal, 21:49 remaining in this game. It looks like Haven will go to 7-0 on this season, 3-0 in the PSAC. So Herrick now will, looks like, take the draw against Maddie Newman. No, that's 13, isn't that, Mark?
Kathleen Murgon.
Yeah. So, yep, Murgon, a sophomore, will see if she can stop O'Herrick.
The 5'8" sophomore has the height. Want to try to get the ball up and out jump O'Herrick.
Nice job.
Makes it a contestable loose ball and picks up her own loose ball. Great job by Murgon.
Murgon, a sophomore, 3 goals, 3 ground balls, I should say, a year ago. Not much playing time this year, but a turnover by the Raiders. And here comes O'Herrick, doing a nice job cradling the ball, and now plenty of time to waste, but turnover as we talk.
Great job by Hertz there, getting her stick in the lane.
Stick near the head, so possession right to Shippensburg. Yeah, minor foul, quick start. This is Murgon again. So some playing time for the young players for Shippensburg. Shank cut off. Haven't heard much from Amanda Frank coming in. 27 shots this year, 12 goals for Shippensburg, and Lock Haven's done a nice job taking her out of the game, Mark.
They really have. Lock Haven, I think, focused in on her, but more than that, maintaining possession on their end of the field has really slowed down the Shippensburg offense, and they can't get a rhythm going. And every time they come down, they seem to be turning the ball over with a suffocating ride, and the defense of Lock Haven making it very difficult to get anything going.
So a free position.
Fugate.
Yep, Fugate again. We've called her name. She already has a goal this afternoon. She's a sophomore. I think we have a start and a green card now coming in. As I think she started before the whistle. That's a green card.
They'll give her a warning.
Why did they give her that? I speculated, but I think that she started before the whistle.
I think that's what I missed the call, so I didn't get to see what the call was. But they're giving her a warning, and she will get to take her free position shot.
And she did, and a great save by Hannah Howard. Haven't called her name a lot today. Haven't had to. 4 goals just given up.
Hannah Howard making a nice low save on Fugate's shot. Fugate on a tough angle on that 8-meter, so Hannah's able to really take the angle away and know exactly what she's giving up on that shot.
So Fugate again, and have an injured player for Lock Haven. We don't want to see that. Leah Pemmelman, Richards senior 5'4", knocked down. Yeah, they don't wear any helmets or any gloves, so it's a lot different in the men's game.
A little bit different there, but Fugate, that looked like a men's move. It's called a bull dodge, and she still got the call. So she's back on the 8-meter again.
See if she can score. No, she's going to pass it off, and they'll work it up. The offense will Shippensburg. Shippensburg came in averaging 10 goals a game, just 4 this afternoon. Howd right there on the doorstep, into the circle.
Nice save by Howd.
Ball still loose, and Ship comes up with a Fugate.
The ball was loose outside the crease. Howd couldn't come out to get it because she has to continue out of the goal. She didn't have a clear lane, so it was bouncing around, and Shippensburg was able to pick it up, but now Lock Haven has gotten possession back.
Yeah, they did, as Barkley tried to come up with a number 28 for Shippensburg, and it's right to Pembleman. So quick start, and here come the Eagles back the other way.
Peppelman, really a name we haven't called much today, but she's been a strong defender.
Oh, we have a yellow card, I think. Yep. So a woman up, looks like for Lock Haven. Fugate goes off.
2 minutes.
So 2-minute penalty for Ship. And here comes Haven, already up 10. So now an opportunity for probably some of the younger players to come in for Lock Haven.
Lock Haven going to have an opportunity here with their man-up offense. There.
Inside, nice pass, Killian to Lawless.
Great job. They lost Lawless there in the middle. With the cuts cutting through the 8-meter, Lawless got herself open right down the middle, and Killian saw her with a great feed.
So Lawless picks up another goal.
Killian, great feed. Lawless snaps the wrists, and it's too quick for Fry-Moira.
Just too easy. Third of the afternoon for the sophomore on Garnet Valley. 13th on the season.
Shippensburg has been playing so much defense. Their defenders are exhausted in there, and they're trying, being a person short on the man down, trying to keep up with all the offensive players in the 8-meter has been tough.
So back to the circle they go for the draw control. Knocked around and right into the hands of Mergon, the sophomore. So a couple wins for her at the draw control. And Ship has a possession now, have not able to put anything in the goal.
Mergon having the most success for Shippensburg at the draw control right now. I'd stay with her.
She tried to dodge on 2 players, and someone got a stick near the head. As you see, number 6, Katie McDonough in, 5'4" junior for the Bald Eagles. She gets in a lot of games, so tons of playing time for her so far on the year.
Dangerous feed into the 8-meter.
Shippensburg gonna go behind goal and try to set this one up.
Trying to direct traffic there, direct where they want the cutters and the picks to set up.
Fugate looking for someone to pass the ball to.
Fugate trying to draw the double. But an errant pass went loose. Shippensburg maintaining possession.
Newman cut off again, back to, that's Newman, number 15. Inside, tried to thread the needle, was unable to, but a ground ball picked up from Shippensburg. 16:30 and counting in the game.
Shippensburg right now trying to create offense in front of the goal with cutters, but Lock Haven doing a great job of crashing and staying with their marks.
High shot and a goal. Kyra Shank gets her second of the afternoon for the Raiders. Her 7th on the season. And back to a 10-goal lead for Haven.
Kyra Shank working on the lower right side of the 8-meter. Dips in, then a quick change of direction, switches her hands, and finds the back of the net.
Looked like Howard had the stick right there, but maybe too quick of a shot.
Off hip. It was off hip on Howd. I think Hannah thought she had the angle covered, but that was really a well-placed shot by Shank in tight, going to off hip on Howd, and that's really where you're aiming for there, and it was a good goal.
You work with a lot of goalies, correct? So
I do.
What do you tell them? What's the main thing for a goalie to do other than stop a shot, but you have the body position? Tell us what
really
a good goalie has.
Position, you really want to maintain that arc, seeing the ball, always keeping the shooter between your feet in your stance so that you're square to the shot and you can really get your body, not just your stick behind the shot, but getting your body behind the shot as a second form of protection to stop it from going into the goal.
Is it the same for men and women?
It's very similar, except the men will shoot with higher velocity from outside, out from farther out. The women tend to shoot from in closer, and the women, the goalies, it's the same dimensions for a goalie stick for both men and women, and in tight, the women goalies are told keep your stick where you see the attacker stick, and Frymore are doing a great job right there on that.
That she did. She stops that one as they're right on the doorstep. So under 14:30 to play in the game. The Raiders back the other way on the turnover.
Frymore has seen a ton of shots today. She's really tried to do her part to keep Shippensburg in this game.
So Shippensburg has the ball. It gives us an opportunity now to join Aaron Dugan with a two-time All-American. Aaron, who do you have?
That's right, Bob. Jenna Spatafor, a two-time All-American lacrosse player here at Lock Haven. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So being back here, what do you remember? Did you have a good time here as a student athlete?
Yes, Lock Haven is such a small community, and really the students and faculty members, along with the coaches, really do get along well with one another. And, even if you have to leave a game early for practice or for a class or skip out on practice early to get to what you need to do, they're really all supportive of each other. So it really was a great experience for me.
And you've got to be really proud of your former teammate and new coach here. How do you think she's doing?
Yes, it was really great to know, once there was a coaching change, a lot of the alumni were nervous, just thinking, who's going to be the next person and are they going to carry on the tradition? So, knowing that, she's a good friend of mine, but knowing that, she's been a Lock Haven lacrosse player and has the great experience, she can carry on those traditions. So I'm really proud.
And you're also the president of the Booster Club, and I know you have a special event coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes, so April 16th is our very first alumni event. We're really excited, and we think that it'll be a great opportunity for the fans, the alumni, and the current players to get to know each other and to create a better atmosphere for all the games and events to come. So we're excited.
Very cool, Jenna. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, Bob, back to you.
Thanks, ladies. Appreciate the information. And, of course, women's lacrosse, very popular around here. One of the most successful programs, I would think, on campus.
Well, actually, Bob, this spring season, it seems like every team is winning for Lock Haven.
That's good.
Baseball team's doing great. I mean, Lock Haven has a tradition of success here, and it's a great university. And I think all the other teams are really catching up with the women. The women have had success for a while. Oh, we have another Lock Haven goal.
Just like that, Engler gets her another goal in, fourth of the afternoon, 28 now on the year. Coming in second per games per goal in the league for Rachel Engler. Look at it again.
Killian doing a great job here, feeding Engler. Engler cutting through the 8-meter and going off stick high on Frymore. Frymore actually almost gets a piece of that. Frymore doing a great job seeing the shot, but Engler just, her shot too tough.
So this is what Shippensburg has played so far this season, 3-2 coming into this game. They took a trip down to North Carolina, and the common opponent for both teams has been Shepherd. Both teams have won, and the other common opponent has been Kutztown.
Shippensburg, with their 3 victories this season, great for a young team. They have a lot of freshmen and sophomores really cutting their teeth with this PSAC schedule, and the fact that they can get a few games in North Carolina before they start their conference, getting them a little confidence before they can come in against the big dogs of the PSAC.
Well, they've already matched their win total from a year ago, Mark. They were 3-14 a year ago overall, 1-11 in the PSAC. So they got that experience last year. They're trying to put it together this year, down 11 here against the 6th-ranked team in the country. So it was an uphill battle coming in. some of the younger players in now for Lock Haven. We'll try to check in on them as we get an opportunity. Oh, what a grab out of the air. Check a number on that. Was that 14?
Carson Masters.
Yeah.
Carson Masters with a great interception on Fry Moyer's outlet.
Yeah, she's 5'8", she's tall. She got that stick up out of Central Dauphin High School into the game. So, quick start for Haven. Trying to get it back to Masters was Carly Gilbert, number 11. And it will be Ship ball on the quick start. And now they'll try to clear it, and Lock Haven will go right to their right to try to get a turnover.
Lock Haven locking every option off for Shippensburg. They have to come back to Fry Moyer, give her an opportunity for an easy pass, because Lock Haven's doing a great job on the redefend, picking off and intercepting those outlets. And now Fry Moyer is going to look for the open player, because Lock Haven has sent a defender after her.
And it's not a 10-man, 11-man ride. It's the goalie still in there, but it's pretty efficient as Lawless comes up with it on the opposite side, the far end. She'll bring it over behind the net, trying to look for a cutter.
Now Lock Haven's going to set up their offense at the top of the 8 meter, with cuts coming through.
Double team quickly comes. Lawless gets rid of it back to Killian. Killian will bring it out on top of the 12 meter as Masters picks up the ground ball. See that red line? There's a defenseman behind that. He cannot pass. Lawless switch hands again. And we're going to have a Shippensburg player down. And I think she took something to the head. And that's number 27.
Valerie Hertz.
Valerie Hertz, a 5'4" freshman, down quickly. Adjusts her goggles.
Lawless dodging from the wing, and as she came through and shot, I believe she hit Hertz.
And I think she got a yellow card because she went off. There you see her sitting. So it looks like a woman up now for Shippensburg. And it will be Raiders ball.
Shippensburg will have 2 minutes now with this advantage, trying to get something going.
We'll have a check on Engler. Hertz bringing it over into the offensive zone. Finds Schenk, who has a couple goals already this afternoon. She's trying to feed the inside. That's Amanda Frank, 12 goals on the year, 6 in the PSAC. She's been shut out, but a shot on goal.
Morgan Stone.
Yeah, put in by number 2. Morgan Stone, a freshman out of Pottstown, picks up number 3 on the season.
Morgan Stone. Amanda Frank with the feed inside. Morgan Stone actually threw a bounce shot in there, and I think that it surprised Hannah Howd. Hannah Howd not seeing much work today.
No.
And
that can
shot
be tough.
It can be tough. It can be tough when you're cold.
Your focus, your concentration is off.
And she just came in with the bounce shot and nipped the upper corner there for the 6th goal of the day. We're going to have Sarah McLeod taking the draw for Shippensburg.
So McLeod for Ship, and this is still O'Harick.
O'Harick in there.
Number 21 for Haven. She wins another.
Doesn't matter who you put in there against O'Harick today.
It doesn't. 16th draw control of the afternoon for Lock Haven. Has been a big reason why they have 16 goals so far here at Charlotte Smith Field. Inside shot, goal, Killian. Put another one on the board for Haven. We'll take a quick timeout. 7th goal of the year for the sophomore. 17-6, Haven. Welcome back to Charlotte Smith Field on the campus of Lock Haven University. Haley Killian just put in a goal for Lock Haven. Shippensburg comes right back after the draw control. Tanisha Joseph gets her second goal of the afternoon, and it's the 7th today for the Raiders.
Tanisha Joseph working here against Kelly Close. Fires the ball off hip on Hannah Howd. Another well-placed shot. Great job by Tanisha Joseph there.
She had the free space and had her cross free. She puts it in high side. So 17-7 now, just like that. Shippensburg not giving up. So back to the draw circle they go.
Sarah McLeod in there for Shippensburg. Once again against Alex O'Herrick. .50-50 ball.
Joseph fighting in there for the ground ball. Comes up, still on the ground. And it's taken by Shippensburg.
Great
Another shot on
save.
goal. Yep, good save by Howd. Is put a shot on goal from Shippensburg.
Shippensburg now winning the last 3 draw controls, getting a little momentum, taking a great shot. Kyra Shank getting herself open right in front of the goal, and Hannah Howd stepping up, great angle to make that save, and chases the ball down herself off the end line. So Lock Haven will be in possession. Shippensburg with a deflection there on the outlet by Howd, so they have possession back, enjoying a little momentum swing. Pass knocked down in the crease, and Lock Haven will get the ball.
Yeah, Lock Haven has the ball. They'll give it over to Kelly Close. She'll go off the whistle, and we're under about the 3:30 mark. 3:10 remaining in the game. Lock Haven looking for win number 7 on the season. Close all the way down. Trying to hit Masters, but she'll go coast to coast off the shot, save. Frymoyer right on the doorstep for Close.
Kelly Close taking it 3/4 of the length of the field there, getting your shot.
Feeling left out of the 17 goals. Wanted to get hers for the senior.
If a defender's going to run all the way down the field like that, let her have the shot.
Yeah, that's right.
Frymoyer with a great save, though, seeing it all the way.
Give goal, Engler. Another goal for Rachel Engler on the cut.
Engler with a deadly finish in the upper corner. She cut right through that 8-meter.
5 on the afternoon for Engler. What a find for Lock Haven, the Rutgers transfer.
Engler now getting that feed from Kate Hooper and burying it in the upper corner off stick high on Frymoyer. No chance to make that save.
So Lock Haven will get back at it just in a couple of days as they head to Edinburgh. Watch out for ESU on the 29th. ESU playing very good lacrosse right now. The 2 game Westchester on the schedule, Mercyhurst later on in the season.
ESU getting votes for national rankings almost up there. Westchester, circle that date on your calendar, April 6th. That's going to be a great matchup, perennially a great matchup between Lock Haven and Westchester.
I have to circle it. It's my wife's birthday.
Oh, there you
so
go.
It's already circled for a different reason.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, that's right. Want to thank our friends here from Lock Haven. It's our 4th game on the year here on MyNet TV. Rodney Jenkins, we heard from him in the first half. Doug Spatafor, the sports information director.
We're going to have Sarah McLeod at the 8-meter now. Whips a shot in.
Well, we have to pick a couple players of the game, and it is tough because Rachel Engler has 5 goals. O'Herrick doing a nice job at the draw control, and Killian has 6 assists on the afternoon. So Mark and I have discussed it, and we're definitely going with O'Herrick, number 21.
She's number 1 in my mind today.
Yeah, she's right off the bat. She started with the draw controls, winning several in the first half. And we have a new goalie in for
this is freshman Lauren Marte.
So a minute left. Now it's a toss-up between Killian and Engler, and I gave it over to Mark
I really like Killian. I think she's really stepped up today with the loss of Biznett. I mean, an emotional day for Lock Haven with Biznet's mother tragically being involved in a car accident and having to leave the team. And Killian really stepping up into that quarterback role with those assists.
I would say we could get Engler too. And why not talk to the junior? So we got 21-30 and number 1 possibly. And we'll also hear from Coach Lindsay Reese. Big stop for the freshman. Haven gets control, and they'll get win number 7 on the year. 16 straight now over Shippensburg. And Edinburgh will be the next opponent for these ladies from Lock Haven. A dominant performance from the 6th-ranked team in the country. They seem like they're putting it together. A lot of new pieces in today, but the puzzle has been solved. And that will do it. The horn sounds, and that will do it. The final score, Lock Haven 18, Shippensburg 7. When we return, we'll hear from our players of the game and Coach Lindsay Reese here on MyTV WQMY. We are back at Charlotte Smith Field. Lock Haven with a dominant performance over Shippensburg, 18-7, the final. Win number 7 on this young season, 3-0 in the PSAC. Aaron Dugan trying to gather some players of the game. Also talk to Coach Lindsay Reese. But Mark, let's talk to you first about the performance from Lock Haven. What did you like?
I loved the face-off circle. I loved Alex O'Herrick today, really dominating. Shippensburg couldn't get anything going, and she really took control of the game. I loved Killian stepping up. Haley Killian, the sophomore, stepping up in the absence of Biznett, doing a great job quarterbacking the offense for Lock Haven. And, of course, Rachel Engler. Rachel Engler doing a fantastic job just finishing. That's what she does. She comes in, she cuts through that crease, and if you can find her stick, she will bury it.
Some quick stats before we head to Aaron. O'Herrick, 9 draw controls. Killian, 6 assists. And Engler, 5 goals, and they're all standing by with Aaron Dugan.
That's right, Bob. I have our players of the game and head coach over here. Let's talk about that fast start. Right before the game, we talked about you wanted that fast start. You got that and more. I'm sure you're very happy.
Yes, very happy and pleased. We went with our game plan, kept possession of the ball, went hard the entire game. We actually played a full 60 minutes today, and every game we've continued to get better, and today we executed our game plan from the start to the finish.
And not to mention your defense really maintaining possession throughout the game. I'm sure you're thrilled about that.
Absolutely. They took advantage of the 50-50 ground balls. They really wanted that ball back, really worked as a unit all over the field. We were connecting from our defensive end to our offensive end.
And it's no easy task filling in those roles. I know you lost a lot of people to graduation, but how are things working? How are those roles being filled?
The girls have really done a great job of stepping into these roles. They know that this is their time. They need to take control and continue with the Lock Haven legacy.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the first of 3 players of the game, Rachel Engler. Talk to me about how well you guys played today.
I think, like Coach said, we just came together and played a full 60 minutes of Lock Haven lacrosse. We executed the things she said at our timeout, and we fixed them, and it just came into a full game. We played great.
And your last 2 games have been very tight. How good does it feel to kind of blow things open and get a really nice lead today?
It feels great. It feels great to come home with like a big win.
Very cliche to say, but the target is on your back. So how does that feel, and does that give you a lot of pressure?
No, because I know that we all have like our 28 teammates that all can back each other up and work together.
All right, great game today.
Thank you.
Let's move on to Alex O'Herrick. Great job with the assists today. What did you see out on the field?
Everything was just coming together today. We had no lulls. Everything on attack was it was spot on. Everyone was cutting at the right times. We were feeding at the right times. We were all working together, which is really important. We've been trying to do that all season so far, and it just really came together today.
What's different about this year's team?
Everyone's contributing. Last year there was a lot of great players left, but last year it was more the upperclassmen, but this year it's been everyone on the field. It's been the freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, everyone has been contributing. So it's really important for the younger kids to step up.
All right, thank you. Great job.
Thank you.
And Haley Killian, a great job, all-around effort from you today. Talk to me about how your team played today.
My team played for 2 people that are in Florida. Biz, what's up, Biz? We played for them, and we had that courage to play for them because we love them and we miss them. And today it was just a great whole team effort. We just really enjoyed going out there and not having that close of a game and just keeping the 60 minutes alive.
Talk to me about your headbands and what the KB signifies.
Our friend Shannon Bisnet, who number 29, she's behind the cage with me usually. Her mom got in a car accident, and she's in the hospital right now, and she's recovering really well. And we played for her, and that the KB stands for her initials, Chris Bisnet. And
well, good luck the rest of the way, and way to rally behind a teammate there.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bob?
Yeah, what a big game. We talked about Shannon Bisnet being out, had to go to Florida. Her parents involved in a very serious car accident. So our thoughts and prayers and our memory, our thoughts, and again are for her, for Chris Bisnet down in Florida, and a big win for Lock Haven, for Shannon, and a big win going now further into the season with Edinburgh on the way.
Very emotional win today. Lock Haven was a little nervy in the first half, but they got it together, really took control in the second part of that first half, and then they followed through in the second half. They really hadn't played 60 solid minutes yet this season. I think this was the game Coach Reese was looking for, and hopefully they'll turn it on from here now.
Some big games still on the way with Westchester, ESU, and Mercyhurst. But a big afternoon here at Charlotte Smith Field as the home team and the 6th-ranked Lady Eagles beat Shippensburg. The final score, 18-7. For the entire Fox 56 sports crew, I thank everyone here at Lock Haven. For Mark Grillo, this is Bob Ide saying so long from the Haven.
Fox 56 Sports presents the Rivalry of the Week on MyTV WQMY.